Jean Miranda, thank you for a $5 super chat. Would love to get an X-Class drone, but I don't know how to build one. Any websites you know that sell bind and fly X-Class drones? This raises the question of, is it irresponsible to sell someone a bind and fly X-Class drone? Let's see what the chat says. Is it irresponsible to sell someone a bind and fly X-Class? Yes or no? Let's see what the chat thinks. The reason I say that is that an X-Class is so inherently dangerous that some would argue that if you can't be bothered to build one yourself, then you don't deserve to have it. I would like to point out that we don't have that policy for sports cars. I could go buy an $800 an 800 horsepower Dodge Hellcat and spin it out and crash it into a phone pole. And then I'll get in trouble and I'll have wasted a lot of money. But I am allowed to do that. I don't know who will sell you a bind and fly X-Class. If anybody would do it, I guess it would be Catalyst Machine Works, but it's also possible that they would say, we're not taking that liability. We're not going to sell you one. What I would really do, I guess, is I would go to FPV Exchange and I would look at their build repair services and I would find one of these guys. Is this Brandon Beans? Have Brandon Beans do it for you. Brandon Beans, you want to build this guy an X-Class? I would find one of these guys, like Stupid Fast Drones Custom Build Service. Okay. I would find one of these guys that I thought I trusted. How are you going to do that? I don't know. It's your money. You figure it out. Build Repair Service. Karakin FPV. FPV Jim's Build Service. I would find one of these guys and I would ask them, will you build me an X-Class? And then if they say yes, I mean, then go with it from there. But I got to tell you, it's going to cost you a shitload of money. Because, like, the parts alone for your X-Class build are going to be $1,500. I don't know the exact number. It's going to be in the $1,000 to $2,000 range, I would say. And anybody who is going to build you a $2,000 quadcopter isn't going to say, I don't know, I guess that'd be about 3 hours of work. So, you know, $200. You're going to, because just the sheer liability of something like that is going to make people want to charge you a lot of money. Then the thing, yeah. So let's see what the chat said about the poll. Is it irresponsible to sell someone a bind and fly X-Class? 70% say yes, 29% say no. 118 votes total. If someone came to me and said, I want you to build me an X-Class, I would want to know about their history as a pilot. If they had an experience as a pilot and just didn't have time to build it, I would consider doing it. But if they were a noob who didn't know how to build and maybe didn't know how to fly, I would probably pass. So that's my opinion.